Right, thanks for staying with us here at Midday. We are taking your questions for veterinarian David Graff. And we do have a cat that was a little camera shy.
Yes.
So she's out in the lobby, or is it he? She's out in the lobby. So if you're interested in cats, though, there is something special going on at the Cedar Rapids Animal Shelter that we wanted to mention.
Supposed to announce at the Cedar Rapids Animal Care and Control, there's a special. It's the World Series special. And the World Series, as you know, is the Tigers versus the Giants. So all tiger striped cats, both gray and yellow, and they're altered. And also giant cats, that's cats that are over 12 pounds. They're having a special on those from today through next Tuesday.
Okay.
It's I think it's $25.
A fun thing to go along with a little World Series fun.
And it's also Adopt a Dog Month, and it's $50 for altered canines.
Okay. So some great opportunities if you were looking to maybe add an extra member to your family.
Absolutely.
We do have Angela on the phone with a question about her husky. Go ahead, Angela. Are you there? Go ahead. Okay, sounds like she's dropped off the line. I know what I was relayed earlier about what she wanted to know was that she had a diabetic husky.
Okay.
And I don't know an age on it, but she wanted to know about food and like what kind of food to feed.
Okay. Well, there's two schools of thought on how to feed diabetic animals. Okay, one school of thought is high fiber and large bulk in the diet. This is the traditional way. It's like you have slower release of the carbohydrate with a higher fiber diet.
Okay.
And an example of that is Hill's Prescription Diet WD, which is one of the diets that's specifically prescribed for helping to manage diabetics. And the other school of thought is more of the Atkins type diet, which is the high protein, low carbohydrate diet. Okay. So they also have that diet from Hill's for diabetics. See your veterinarian and get his or her specific recommendations for your specific diabetic pet.
Because one may work better than the other for depending on what kind you have.
If this is an overweight husky, then probably the WD would be what your veterinarian would recommend. But see your veterinarian for specific recommendations.
Okay, and we're almost out of time, but I had somebody that wanted me to ask you about flea and tick versus flea and tick and heartworm, things that do all three, because we obviously need to keep doing that through the cold season, but what's your advice on that? Well,
you should continue heartworm prevention medicine every month year-round, okay? Now, there are topicals that also prevent heartworm. Okay. Unfortunately, those topicals usually don't also prevent ticks. Okay. They're good for flea and heartworm, but not tick. Okay. For flea and tick, the best is a topical that unfortunately doesn't prevent heartworm.
So sometimes you just have to use both.
Yeah,
and
if tick's not a problem, there's topicals that can prevent both fleas and heartworm.
Okay, interesting stuff. All right, veterinarian David Graff, thanks for joining us. Don't forget that special event at the Cedar Rapids Animal Care and Control in celebration of the World Series. Thanks for joining us today. And coming up tomorrow, financial advisor Jan Thiel will give us tips on how to keep spending under control, because guess what? 2 months from tomorrow is Christmas. Stay with us here on your 24-hour news source, KCRG-TV 9.